Hello. In this video, we will show you how to change the configuration of the Neo Meet Kit devices. The kit is already pre-configured in the factory, so the call from the panel will reach the monitor, and the assigned IP addresses are panel 10.1.1.2 and the monitor 10.1.1.1. In order to modify the configuration of the monitor or the panel, for example, we will have to access the web server with the user and password. To access the web server, we will first have to change the IP of our computer to the same range as the devices, monitor and panel. To do this, we will connect an Ethernet cable from the kit switch to our PC, and from network and internet settings, we will change our IP to the same range and with the mask 255.0.0.0. Example 10.1.1.99 and the mask 255.0.0.0. Once this is done, we will be able to access both the panel's web server and the monitor's web server. We will see the information of the panel. On the left are the different configuration windows. Here we can change the voice language of the panel, of the door opening voice message. We can also adjust the volume of the message or deactivate it if we do not want it to be heard when we open the lock release. In Network, we can change the IP of our panel and configure it to the IP address of our home, in order to have call forwarding, taking into account that it cannot be repeated with any other device connected to this network. In ACC, we can modify the opening time of the lock release and the response time from the moment we open the door until the lock release is activated. In SIP, we can link our kit to the MeetMe cloud and change the duration and tone of the call. In Advanced, we can configure the quick call. The quick call is associated with our monitor, a concierge or a SIP terminal, the URL for calling a Meet system device. The UNO-GPON option is used to activate or deactivate the firewall function in GPON infrastructures. The web server offers many other options that will help us to configure the panel as we want. Whenever we have a problem, we can restore the factory settings and reboot the device in this last section. Inside the monitor web server, we find the device information, and on the left the configuration windows. In general, we will be able to modify the monitor information in case there is an installation with several monitors in a flat or an apartment building. In Network, we can change the IP of the monitor, the mask, and the gateway for call forwarding. In the IP camera, we can configure the external security cameras that we want to add and configure. We can also add cameras from other panels to the configuration. In total, we can add up to 8 cameras per monitor. In Advanced, we will be able to configure the call forwarding to our MeetMe license by deploying the SIP extension option and indicating the license registered in our mobile. In number of door locks and number of cameras, we indicate the number of doors we have and the secondary cameras installed. These devices will be shown during the call we receive on the monitor so that we can select them. In PIN code, we can change the password to access the web server. In the last section, Restore, we will be able to restore the configuration of the monitor to factory settings, or perform a reset of the device, such as an off-on. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time.